So Denise, you got an opportunity to catch up with MSD, and that's something we do every month. So what's going on?
You don't want to miss this. Is such crucial information. It always is, but let's just take a look. So today is another informative segment. I'm here to do MSD, and MSD does provide our safe, clean waterways for our community. Now, I'm at MSD's Central Maintenance Facility with Drainage Supervisor Kelvin Wilson. We're going to be talking about how litter and leaves can affect the stormwater drainage system. And Kelvin, welcome to Urban Lifestylez.
Thank you.
So this is pretty, I would say, interesting to me because I know that how stormwater affects our community. We need to know a little bit about what we can do. But first of all, tell me a little bit about your position that you do for this department.
Okay, I am a drainage supervisor, and daily I assign work to have 14 employees, and within that we have service requests that come in, and within those service requests, those are calls that customers call in about flooding complaints, odors, and so within those service requests I assign my employees those jobs. They can go out and provide the service for the community.
Okay, now speaking of the community and some of the concerns that you're addressing, I want to ask, what is then the stormwater drainage and how does it help residents?
So the stormwater drainage is rainwater. That's one of the services that we provide. We also provide flood protection and wastewater. But within the stormwater drainage, that's where we go out, and when the customers call in complaints, we go out, we send our catch basin trucks, which basically clean out catch basin, clean debris. And so they have a clamp that goes down in the catch basin, and it removes trash, leaves that fall from trees, and things of that nature that could possibly, potentially clog up the pipe from the water draining.
Okay, so then it helps me to understand better. I'm going to ask you, how do these catch basins get all blocked up, and how can it be prevented then?
It's simple. Catch basins get clogged up by trash on the streets. It's that time of the year where the leaves fall from the trees, and in our yards we rake up our leaves and things. Sometimes, unfortunately, we rake up our leaves and we put them out in the street sometimes. So we try to encourage our customers not to blow the leaves out in the street, because if those leaves and those trash get in the basins, it could cause flooding. And we know what flooding can do. Flooding can damage our vehicles. Flooding can injure us. You know, when we don't see where we're walking, it can injure us. So we send catch basin cleaning trucks to clean out those basins, clean out those leaves and that trash.
Okay, so when you mentioned our community and residents calling in with some concerns and maybe some issues, and you mentioned about getting clogged up, what does MSD do to get the catch basins unclogged?
We have what we call a Vector truck, and that's a truck that provides water to the basin. It's also, they have a hose on the truck, and what that hose is designed to do is the inlet pipe that comes inside the basin. We flush that pipe out. It also has a vacuum suction tube that will suction up the debris and those leaves and the trash. We also have a catch basin cleaning truck, which it goes down. It has a clamp, and it goes down in the basin, and it will clamp up the leaves or the trash to remove that, so that the flooding and the clogging will be mitigated.
Wow, that's pretty impressive. So Kelvin, I was thinking when you mentioned about the catch basins getting blocked, when the catch basins are all blocked up, can it increase odors?
Absolutely. Those basins, if water's not added to those basins, the leaves are just going to sit there, and they're going to sit there for quite some time. And so with that not being water to the system, the odors is going to naturally come from leaves decomposing in the basins.
And Calvin, also in your department, I know what we should do to prevent issues, but what else do you all do in regards to repairs and maintenance and so forth like that for the systems?
So sometimes the catch basins, they're older, and so a lot of the catch basins are brick. And so when those water gets in there, it weakens the integrity, and sometimes those basins begin to break down. And so what we typically do is we'll go in and we'll repair the whole basin. We'll tear out the old and we'll replace it with a whole new basin. And the structure of it will be a lot stronger than what it used to be with the older system. We also have projects that our catch basin trucks go out on monthly, and basically those projects is in a particular area. They go out and they inspect the basins to make sure that it is operating the way that it should, and we do that monthly to keep from the flooding. And if we happen to come across a basin that appears to be breaking down, then we'll report that. My employees report that to me so we can be proactive.
Kelvin, tell me, is there anything else that you'd like to add, and especially for our responsibility, in the community to have prevention and to make sure that everything flows as it should?
I just encourage the community for us to be able to keep it safe and clean, just to do their part. That's how we encourage customers. We encourage the community not to throw trash in the street. If they do smell an odor, to call us, because we'll come out, and just to not blow them leaves in the basins, because that could potentially cause a big issue.
Well, as always, we learn so much from Tony and their crew. They keep the community engaged, and it's such vital information that just really helps us in our day-to-day lives.
And that's the main thing. This is essential service to our community. So learning as much as I do and having a better understanding makes me appreciate so much more of what MSD does for us in our community, and that is safe, clean waterways.
We'll take another break, and we'll be right back.